Hey there, ready to dive into something truly fascinating today? We're exploring the gut-skin connection. That's the surprising link between your digestive health and how radiant your skin looks. Did you know the secret to that coveted glow might actually lie within your gut? We're going to unpack the gut microbiome, inflammation's role, the power of probiotics, and even give you some practical tips for a gut-friendly lifestyle.
It's really fascinating how we're moving beyond just topical skincare
Yeah.
and realizing how much our internal systems affect our outward appearance.
Okay, let's start with this incredible world living inside us, the gut microbiome. We're talking trillions of microorganisms, bacteria, fungi, viruses,
Huh.
all coexisting in our intestines.
It's not just a random jumble, though. Think of it as a complex ecosystem with diverse populations interacting like a bustling city. And just like a city, balance and diversity are key for a thriving microbiome.
And get this, the average human gut hosts over 1,000 different species of bacteria. It's mind-boggling. But here's where it gets really interesting for us. This bustling microbiome isn't just crucial for digestion, it's also a major player in our immunity. And you guessed it, skin health.
That's right. We call it the gut-skin axis. And the key messenger between these two seemingly separate worlds is inflammation.
Now, inflammation is something we usually associate with an injury or
Aye.
irritation, right?
Exactly. But it can also originate from within. When your gut microbiome is out of whack, we call this dysbiosis. It triggers a cascade of inflammatory responses that can travel throughout your body, including to your skin.
So if you're someone who's been struggling with persistent skin issues, this could be a sign to look deeper into your gut health. And we're not just talking about rare conditions here, right?
Absolutely not. Research has linked gut imbalances to a range of common skin conditions, like acne, eczema, psoriasis, even premature aging and uneven skin tone.
Wow, that's quite a list. It makes you realize how interconnected everything truly is. But how does this gut inflammation actually affect the skin? Is it all about it traveling through the bloodstream?
That's part of it. But there's another key player here, the immune system. Did you know that a whopping 70–80% of your immune cells actually reside in your gut? This means your gut is like a command center for your immune system, constantly working to keep you healthy and prevent those flare-ups you've been dealing with.
Wow, I had no idea. So a balanced gut microbiome helps keep those immune responses in check, preventing overreaction and unnecessary inflammation throughout the body, including the skin.
Exactly. Think of a healthy gut microbiome like a well-trained security team, making sure everything is running smoothly.
Okay, so a balanced gut microbiome is like having a personal bodyguard for your skin. I like that analogy. But what happens when things get out of balance? Like, how do we restore that gut harmony and hopefully get that radiant skin we're all after?
Well, that's where the fascinating world of probiotics comes in.
Probiotics, okay. I've heard of those. They're the good bacteria found in yogurt and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But wouldn't everyone with gut issues have skin problems then?
That's a great question. Well, yogurt is a good source. Probiotics are actually live microorganisms that, when consumed in adequate amounts, can confer a whole range of health benefits, particularly in the gut. And you're right, not everyone with gut imbalances will necessarily have skin problems. It depends on a lot of factors, like the specific type of imbalance, genetics, and overall lifestyle.
That makes sense. So, how do these probiotics help with skin health?
Think of probiotics as the beneficial troops we send in to restore balance in the gut ecosystem. They help crowd out harmful bacteria and promote a healthy, diverse environment, which in turn can help reduce inflammation and improve skin health.
I see what you mean. So, it's not just about slapping on a cream. It's about supporting your skin from within. So, are all probiotics created equal? Or are there specific ones we should be looking for?
That's a great question. Specific probiotic strains, like lactobacillus and bifidobacterium, have been shown to be particularly beneficial for skin health. They help reduce that systemic inflammation we talked about, which can lead to clearer, more radiant skin.
These tiny warriors are actually fighting for our skin's health?
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. What else can probiotics do for our skin?
Well, they also play a role in strengthening the skin barrier, which is essential for preventing moisture loss and protecting against environmental damage. Probiotics help produce short-chain fatty acids, which are like building blocks for a strong, healthy skin barrier.
So a healthy gut can actually help our skin stay hydrated and resilient. That's pretty important.
Yeah.
Especially as we age.
And here's another cool fact. Probiotics can even help balance the skin's own microbiome, just like your gut. Your skin has its own unique community of microorganisms.
Wait, so our skin has its own little ecosystem too. I'm fascinated by this idea that our skin has its own microbiome. Can you tell me more about how that works?
Absolutely. Just like in the gut, A balanced skin microbiome is essential for healthy, radiant skin. Probiotics can help keep those populations in check, promoting a harmonious environment on the skin's surface.
Okay, so I'm convinced I need to get more probiotics in my life. What's the best way to do that? Is it all about yogurt and fermented foods?
Those are great sources of natural probiotics. Incorporating fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, kombucha, sauerkraut, and kimchi into your diet is a fantastic way to boost your good gut bacteria.
Now, you might be wondering how to feed all those beneficial bacteria we've been talking about. That's where prebiotics come in.
That's right. Prebiotic-rich foods act like fertilizer for the good bacteria in your gut. Think of them as providing the building blocks for a thriving microbiome.
So what kind of foods are we talking about here?
Well, some everyday favorites are actually prebiotic powerhouses. Garlic, onions, leeks, asparagus, bananas. They're all packed with prebiotic fiber that nourishes your gut bacteria.
Wow, so even simple ingredients can make a big difference.
Exactly. And don't forget the importance of a diverse, plant-based diet. Aiming for variety in your fruit and vegetable intake helps ensure you're feeding a wide range of beneficial bacteria in your gut.
So it's all about keeping things interesting and colorful on your plate. But what about probiotic supplements? Are those worthwhile?
They can be a great addition to a gut-healthy diet. When choosing a supplement, look for one with multiple strains of bacteria, at least 10 billion CFUs. That stands for colony-forming units, a measure of the number of live bacteria, and strains specifically researched for skin health.
So it's important to choose wisely when it comes to supplements. Any other tips for navigating the world of probiotics?
It's always a good idea to talk to your healthcare provider, especially if you have any underlying health conditions. They can help you determine the best approach for your individual needs. Now that we've covered the basics of probiotics, let's dive into how these gut imbalances we've been talking about can actually show up in different skin conditions. Let's start with one that many people struggle with, acne.
Yes. Acne is definitely a common concern. I've battled breakouts myself over the years, but I never really thought about the connection to my gut health. How exactly does that play a role?
Well, as we discussed earlier, dysbiosis, that imbalance in the gut microbiome, can trigger systemic inflammation. This inflammation can travel throughout the body, including to the skin, where it can contribute to the development of acne.
So it's not just about hormones or clogged pores. There's a deeper connection at play.
Precisely. Research has shown that people with acne often have altered gut microbiomes, with lower levels of beneficial bacteria and higher levels of inflammatory bacteria. This imbalance can lead to increased sebum production, clogged pores, and an overgrowth of acne-causing bacteria on the skin.
So it's like a domino effect, starting in the gut and ending with those pesky pimples. But wouldn't that mean that everyone with gut issues has acne?
That's a great question, and it highlights the complexity of the gut-skin connection. While gut imbalances can contribute to acne, it's not a simple cause and effect relationship. Other factors like genetics, hormones, and skincare habits also play a role. It's about understanding the interplay of all these factors.
That makes sense.
Yep.
So it's not a guarantee, but it's definitely something to consider if you're struggling with acne.
Exactly. And it's not just acne. Gut imbalances have also been linked to other inflammatory skin conditions like eczema and psoriasis.
Eczema and psoriasis, those are conditions that involve a lot of redness, itching, and discomfort, right?
That's right. Eczema, also known as psoriasis atopic dermatitis, is characterized by dry, itchy, and inflamed skin. Psoriasis, on the other hand, involves the rapid buildup of skin cells, leading to thick, scaly patches. Both conditions are associated with immune system dysfunction and chronic inflammation.
And how does the gut fit into this picture?
Well, remember that the gut plays a crucial role in immune regulation. When the gut microbiome is imbalanced, it can disrupt the immune system, leading to an overactive inflammatory response. This chronic inflammation can manifest in the skin, contributing to eczema and psoriasis flare-ups.
So it's like the gut is sending out faulty signals that are throwing the immune system off balance.
Exactly. And this can lead to a vicious cycle, where gut dysbiosis contributes to skin inflammation, which further disrupts the gut microbiome.
Wow. It's a complex interplay between the gut and the skin. But here's a question. If gut imbalances can contribute to these skin conditions, does that mean improving gut health can actually help clear them up?
That's a great question. And the research is promising. Studies have shown that interventions that support gut health, such as probiotic supplementation and dietary changes, can lead to improvements in acne, eczema, and psoriasis symptoms.
So by nurturing our gut, we might actually be able to soothe and heal our skin from the inside out.
That's the idea. It's about addressing the root cause of the inflammation, rather than just treating the symptoms on the surface.
That makes so much sense. It's like finally getting to the bottom of those persistent skin issues. But with so many different probiotic strains out there, how do we know which ones are best for specific skin concerns?
That's where things get really interesting. The field of personalized gut health is rapidly evolving, and researchers are now exploring how understanding your unique microbiome can lead to tailored solutions for optimal skin health.
Personalized gut health. That sounds futuristic. Tell me more.
Well, imagine being able to get your gut microbiome analyzed, kind of like a fingerprint for your gut, and then receiving personalized recommendations for probiotics and dietary changes, specifically tailored to your needs.
That would be amazing. So instead of just taking a random probiotic supplement, we could actually target the specific imbalances that might be contributing to our skin issues.
Exactly. And early research suggests that this personalized approach can be highly effective. For example, studies have shown that certain strains of lactobacillus are particularly beneficial for reducing acne, while other strains of bifidobacterium may be more effective for eczema.
Wow. So it's not a one-size-fits-all approach when it comes to probiotics.
Not at all. And as our understanding of the gut microbiome deepens, we're likely to see even more targeted probiotic therapies emerge.
This is incredibly exciting. It feels like we're on the cusp of a revolution in skincare. But while personalized gut health analysis becomes more accessible, are there any general guidelines we can follow when choosing probiotics for skin health?
Absolutely. Look for supplements that contain multiple strains of bacteria, especially those from the lactobacillus and bifidobacterium families, as these have been extensively studied for their skin benefits.
So diversity is key, just like with a healthy diet.
Exactly. And pay attention to the CFU count. Aim for at least 10 billion CFUs per serving.
So it's about quality and quantity when it comes to probiotics.
Precisely. And don't forget to consult with your healthcare provider, especially if you have any underlying health conditions or are taking other medications.
That's always sound advice. This has been an incredible deep dive into the nuances of the gut-skin connection. We've covered a lot of ground, from the role of gut dysbiosis in skin inflammation to the emerging field of personalized gut health. Before we move on to the final part of our exploration, let's recap some key takeaways for you.
Great idea. Remember, your skin is a reflection of your inner health, and that includes the health of your gut. So, if you're struggling with persistent skin issues, don't just focus on topical treatments. Consider the potential role of gut imbalances.
So it's about taking a holistic approach.
Yeah,
Looking beyond the surface.
exactly. And remember that probiotics can be powerful allies in your quest for healthy, radiant skin. Choose wisely, focusing on supplements with multiple strains of beneficial bacteria, and consult with your healthcare provider for personalized guidance.
So it's about being proactive and informed when it comes to gut health.
Absolutely. And lastly, don't forget that achieving optimal skin health is a journey, not a destination. It's about making gradual, sustainable changes to your diet, lifestyle, and supplement regimen, and being patient with the process.
So it's about consistency and self-care. I love that. This has been an incredibly insightful conversation. Thank you for sharing your expertise with us. Now, let's move on to the final part of our deep dive, where we'll explore some practical tips for cultivating a gut-friendly lifestyle and supporting your skin's natural radiance. Welcome back to the final part of our deep dive into the gut-skin connection. We've covered the science, the impact on specific skin conditions, and explored the world of probiotics. Now, let's get practical. How can you cultivate a gut-friendly lifestyle and unlock that inner glow?
It all starts with nourishing your gut with the right foods.
Okay, back to diet. We've talked about fermented foods and prebiotics, but what other dietary changes can we make to really boost our gut health?
One key principle is to focus on fiber-rich foods. Fiber acts like a prebiotic, feeding the beneficial bacteria in your gut and promoting a diverse microbiome.
So load up on those fruits,
Yeah.
veggies, and whole grains.
Exactly. Aim for a variety of colorful produce, as different types of fiber nourish different types of bacteria. And don't forget about legumes, nuts, and seeds. They're also great sources of fiber.
This is starting to sound like a delicious,
Yeah.
a vibrant way of eating.
It is. And here's another important tip. Try to limit processed foods, sugary drinks, and unhealthy fats. These can disrupt the balance of your gut microbiome and contribute to inflammation.
So it's about making those mindful choices
Yeah.
and opting for whole, unprocessed foods whenever possible.
Absolutely. And don't forget about hydration. Drinking plenty of water helps flush out toxins and keeps everything moving smoothly in your gut.
Okay, so we've got fiber, whole foods, hydration. What about those fermented foods we talked about earlier? How often should we be incorporating those into our diet?
It's a great idea to include a serving or two of fermented foods in your daily diet. This could be a cup of yogurt, a glass of kefir, some sauerkraut on your sandwich, or a side of kimchi with your dinner.
I'm already picturing a kimchi fried rice for dinner tonight. But for those of us who are new to fermented foods, any tips for introducing them into our diets?
Start slowly. Begin with small amounts, and gradually increase your intake as your gut adjusts. And if you're not a fan of the taste of certain fermented foods, don't force it. There are plenty of options out there. So experiment and find what you enjoy.
It's about finding what works for your taste buds and your gut. And what about those prebiotic-rich foods? Any favorites you recommend?
I'm a big fan of garlic, onions, and leeks. They add flavor to so many dishes and are packed with prebiotic fiber. Asparagus, bananas, and oats are also great options.
Okay, so those are easy to incorporate into everyday meals. It sounds like a gut-friendly diet is all about embracing variety and enjoying a wide range of delicious and nourishing foods.
Precisely. And don't forget that a healthy gut is about more than just diet. It's also about managing stress, getting enough sleep, and moving your body regularly.
Oh, right. We talked about the holistic approach. How exactly do these lifestyle factors affect gut health?
Well, stress can disrupt the balance of your gut microbiome, leading to inflammation and digestive issues. So, finding healthy ways to manage stress, such as meditation, yoga, or spending time in nature, is essential for a healthy gut.
About finding those calming practices that work for you.
Exactly. Sleep is crucial for gut repair and regeneration. When you don't get enough sleep, your gut microbiome can become imbalanced, leading to a whole host of issues. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night.
So beauty sleep really is real. And what about exercise? How does that benefit gut health?
Regular exercise helps promote a healthy gut microbiome by increasing blood flow to the digestive system and stimulating peristalsis, which helps move food through the intestines. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week.
So it's all about finding that balance between nourishing our gut with the right foods, managing stress, prioritizing sleep, and incorporating regular exercise into our routine. It's a holistic approach to well-being that benefits both our gut and our skin.
Precisely. And remember, it's about making gradual, sustainable changes and being patient with the process. It takes time to cultivate a healthy gut microbiome, but the rewards are well worth the effort.
This has been an incredible journey into the fascinating world of the gut-skin connection. I feel like I've gained a whole new understanding of how important gut health is for overall well-being, and especially for achieving that radiant complexion we all crave. Any final words of wisdom for our listeners as they embark on their own gut health journeys?
Yes. Listen to your body. Pay attention to how different foods and lifestyle choices make you feel if you're experiencing persistent skin issues. Consider exploring the potential role of gut imbalances. And remember, nurturing your gut is an investment in your long-term health and radiance.
Beautifully said. Thank you for sharing your expertise with us and to our listeners. We hope you feel empowered to take charge of your gut health and unlock your skin's natural glow. Until next time, keep those guts happy and those complexions radiant.